Buenas tardes y bienvenidos, familia, friends, and faculty, to this very exciting event in which we finally get to celebrate the outstanding and, in all honesty, overwhelmed class of 2018. I am in awe at the success that every single graduate has been able to attain, and it is an honor to stand before you today to represent the class. Before I begin, I want to ask for a moment of silence. Pido un momento de silencio to honor the victims who have lost their lives, friends, and sense of security in at least one of the 23 school shootings that have taken place in 2018. A moment to honor and think about the victims of gun violence in our very own city. Y un momento para honrar a las familias que han sido afectadas por la deportación, detención o discriminación de algún conocido. Tomemos este momento para reflexionar en el cambio que podemos crear. Let's take this moment not to feel sorry, but to reflect on the change we can create, starting in our own city, for future generations. Thank you. I believe that on occasions, we go through essential yet unexpected transformations after overcoming immense challenges. Muchas veces nos llegan frutos inesperados al enfrentar retos que jamás pensamos poder superar. And it takes us some time to realize just how these difficulties can shape us. On my 9th birthday, the challenge that transformed me into the person that stands before you today was one of the hardest experiences I have ever had to face: my father's deportation. Justo cuando mi papá llegaba, a la casa, después de un día de trabajo, a knock on the door quickly took my father away from me. My father was detained and later deported to Mexico with nothing but the pajamas he had on the day he left my house. That summer, my mom, 10-month-old brother, and I moved to Cuernavaca, Morelos. Nos mantuvimos unidos tras la deportación de mi padre, a pesar de los miles de retos que esto conllevaba, y en medio de la incertidumbre que nos consumía. Parecía ser el fin de todo lo que conocía, as I left my family, friends, and everything I knew behind. In Mexico, I faced another set of obstacles, as I had to quickly improve my ability to speak Spanish, adapt to my new surroundings, and try to find a place in what became my home for 6 years. And just as things got easier, I made another decision that would change my life again and place me here. I left my family behind again to further my education at Pritzker College Prep. Y me vine con la esperanza de entrar a una universidad con beca. Little did I know that after all the tears, después de las noches llenas de estrés y cansancio, and a ton of demerits for being tardy, my dream would come true. You see, my journey here has definitely not been an easy one. And in the same way, the journey every student has sailed on to be here tonight has not been simple. Despite this, there is one daunting journey we all decided to sail on to be here, attending Pritzker College Prep. As one of the class's favorite rappers, Drake, once said in his own graduation speech, sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about the destination. During this 4-year-long journey, we have learned to be resilient, to try and fail and get smarter as a result. Hemos pasado por distintas experiencias que han dejado en claro cuáles son nuestras verdaderas pasiones. And most importantly, we have collected many lessons to be applied in our future. Some of them come from our friends, who taught us to be true to ourselves and to trust none. Some from our familia, quienes nos han inspirado a trabajar día y noche para lograr salir adelante. And others, very subtly and secretly, from our teachers, as we earned buttons for points of growth on the ACT. For those of you who threw your buttons away, lost them, or just decided to forget all things related to the ACT. The lessons these puns taught us were question everything, cream or chemistry rules everything around me, figure it out, and knowledge is power. Let me explain. First, question everything. We entered high school as naive children who thought we knew it all, but we were soon struck by reality as we learned that the things we knew were often wrong or incomplete. In and out of class, we have been encouraged to challenge what we know and what we learned. From questioning different historical perspectives to having heated debates on almost any topic, we have become masters at questioning it all. This is a virtue instilled in every Pritzker graduate, y saber cuestionarlo todo es la virtud que nos permite crear cambios en este mundo que a menudo es caótico. In questioning the world around us, we became trailblazers that changed the status quo. From questioning the idea of wearing khakis to school to questioning gun laws and school safety, we have been able to take action and become actual forces of change. Tenemos que cuestionarlo todo para darnos cuenta de las distintas realidades del mundo y de esa manera poder desafiar lo que conocemos y crear verdadero cambio. Never forget to question everything, porque ninguna pregunta es absurda. Second, knowledge is power. This lesson goes hand in hand with the previous one, because as you search for answers to the questions you desperately want answers to, you begin to fill the voids of knowledge and eliminate ignorance little by little. While ignorance may be bliss, it leaves you a puppet instead of an independent person. No seas una marioneta que se deja manipular por la ignorancia. Push yourself to learn more, get involved on campus, read a lot, socialize with others. There is a world full of amazing facts to discover, so let your insatiable hunger to learn be free. In the process, you will become confident in yourself and your knowledge, making you empowered and able to fight off the monsters that try to whisper tempting lies into your ear. You can never know it all, so always push yourself for more. Third, cream. Now, this one stands for chemistry rules everything around me, but I don't think it's completely accurate. There is still something to get out of it besides a Wu-Tang Clan reference. I like to think that the C in this acronym is interchangeable. For example, the C can stand for culture. Let culture rule everything around you in college as you meet new people who come with different backgrounds and perspectives than yours. If you think donuts rule everything around you, then you can replace the C with the D and you can only dream of a world full of donuts. You can let love, kindness, or honesty rule everything around you, but choose wisely. Though your options are infinite, it is important to know that it is ultimately you who rules everything around you. You are in charge of yourself. Mami and papi ya no estarán ahí para agarrarte de la mano, así que toma responsabilidad por tus acciones y el camino que creas para tu futuro. Fourth and last, figure it out. Muchas veces llegábamos a casa desesperados, no sabiendo cómo podíamos terminar algún trabajo. Sin embargo, sabíamos que era nuestra responsabilidad poder resolver nuestros problemas. As we struggled at home to find ways to cope with the many things that worried us, we realized it was up to us to figure things out. Our presence here today serves as a testament that we have been able to figure it all out. And we will only continue to do so in the future, or at least, I hope so. Así que recuerda que el que es perico donde quiera es verde. Do not underestimate your ability to excel in college. There will of course be challenges along the way, and the imposter syndrome will only become much more overwhelming. But know that you're capable of passing that class, writing that essay, and pulling that all-nighter. Recuerda que no necesitas que tu mamá te diga, ¿y si lo encuentro yo? ¿Qué te hago con la chancla en la mano? Para encontrar tu camino and to find the pieces that will compose your future. You might feel a little lost, but soon you'll become familiar with the layout of the next years to come. Stay humble and remember where your roots lie. Don't let life hit you with la chancla. Class of 2018, you leave Pritzker more than prepared for the future with these lessons, but you have to remember that the people around you have made all of this possible. Thus, I want to recognize and thank my support systems. I'm eternally grateful for my teachers, counselors, and advisor for the tireless efforts they invested in making sure we not only gained knowledge, but we could also apply that knowledge in the world that needs desperate solutions. For my debate coaches, who are truly bearded and beardless angels who have helped me find a second family at Pritzker, who have helped me find a confident voice to advocate for change. For my friends who have filled me with love and made my time at Pritzker in Chicago worthwhile. Pero de manera más importante, quiero agradecerle a mis papás que, a pesar de no poder estar aquí durante estos últimos 4 años, siempre me han brindado su apoyo y han hecho 1000 sacrificios para que yo pueda estar aquí hoy. A mis tíos y primos que constantemente se preocupan por mí y mi bienestar y me ofrecen su apoyo incondicional. Y especialmente a mi tía Mayra y a mi tío Didi, que me abrieron las puertas de su hogar hace 4 años y me han aceptado como una hija con los brazos y el corazón abiertos. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little sentimental. Sin todos ustedes, esta batalla hubiera sido 1000 veces más difícil y siempre les agradeceré lo que han hecho por mí. Graduates, our journey has only reached one of the many destinations we are yet to arrive to. Let us look forward to greater things, pero no olvidemos los caminos que nos han traído aquí. In the spirit of creating a greater future through the lessons we've learned, I want to leave you with a great piece of advice from Muslim poet Rumi, who perfectly captures the application of the lessons we have learned, as he says, "Before you speak, let your words pass 3 gates. At the first gate, ask yourself, is it true? At the second, ask yourself, is it necessary? And at the third, ask yourself, is it kind?" Thus, in the future, question everything you say, gain and apply knowledge to the fullest extent, allow kindness to rule your actions, and know you'll be able to figure it out. Thank you y disfruten su noche.